Hi, Droppin Nation. This is something new. I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if Seven's ready for this. But we're gonna do it. Because I'm tired of typing, submitting, waiting for people to read. I want it instant. You need to capture all of this showtime that we got here. So we're gonna try it out. See how it goes. Maybe the last time, but at least we tried. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try. So, here we go. Today's topic for the vlog is going to be Droppin Heroes and Zeros for you fantasy footballers out there. We're a little bit late this week, but next week we'll get it going for sure. Okay, so without further ado, let's hit it. For those of you who are new to this topic, we named 2 heroes, 2 zeros for each position. Except for kickers. Don't care for kickers, we're not going to do that. If you want kicker analysis, go check out soccer.com. You can find some kickers there, okay? So here we go. Quarterbacks. Week 8, okay? Top performers, here we go. Heroes. Tom Brady had a pretty good week. I don't like giving that guy credit, but he handled his business over there in London across the pond. You know what I'm saying? 4 touchdowns. He's gonna win games for you, period. That's all it is. Matthew Stafford, of course, because I put him on my bench, because he hasn't been doing that well. But as soon as I put him on the bench, boom, 3 touchdowns. Did throw an interception and a rushing touchdown, so we have 4 touchdowns also. I guess he wants to get back off the bench, so I like to see that. That's what I like to see. Zeros at the quarterback position for this week. I'm gonna have to lead it off with Eli Manning. Eli, you're my boy. You're a stud. You win games. You won your game against the Cowboys, but not a good fantasy performance, sir. No, not at all. No touchdowns, 192 yards, an interception. It's not gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Philip Rivers. He always has a seat on the zero spot, so it goes without saying Philip Rivers is there every single week. So let's find someone else. Whedon, well, I don't expect much from him anyway, so let's move on. Running backs. Pull up the running backs, see what we see for week 8. Doug Martin, of course, huge game. 135 rushing yards, 79 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. Blew it up. Well done. Nice job, Doug Martin. Way to go. I said Doug or Doug? I don't know what I said, but it's Doug. Doug Martin. The Raiders got to face him this week and shut him down. That's all I'm worried about. Trent Richardson, good bounce back game. Couple of bad weeks there. He came and ran against the Chargers. Again, not tough to do. A way to do your thing. Running backs, let's do 3 or 4 running backs. More at play here. Of course, you got your regulars. LaShawn McCoy did very well. At least touchdown-wise, not a lot of yards, but caught passes, scored 2 touchdowns, and that's what you care about in fantasy football. Am I right? Am I right? That's right. Stephen Ridley, good game. I'm not going to mention Broncos, so you should know by now. This is your biased fantasy sports news. If you want a better, non-biased opinion, go somewhere else. But here we are donkey haters, Raider Nation, you know what I'm saying? So, Gahey, good fantasy game, but I'm not putting him on my list. Let's go to zeros now. Zeros for running back, week 8. What do we have here? We have Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush didn't come through. A lot of talking, no walking, or maybe too much walking, if you know what I mean. Not enough running on the field. 59 yards rushing. 1 catch, 6 yards. That's not going to get it done. That's not going to win you fake games. No, it's not. Frank Gore, terrible. I don't know why 49ers don't pound the rock all the time. You know what I'm saying? I guess Smith had it going with Crabtree against the Cardinals. gotta take what they give you, so that's alright. Jamal Charles, I feel sorry for you, dude. I really do. That Chiefs team is terrible. Terrible. They only gave you 4 carries. What do they expect? But you gotta be on the 0 list because that just was not good. But it's not surprising given that you did face the Oakland Raider D, so, you know. Actually, a lot of bad performances for running backs. I see here, you know, Steven Jackson, Sean Green. Oh, 6 points, yeah, that's not good enough. Alfred Morris, that's just not good. Not good at all. Wide receiver land. Let's go for your heroes from week 8. For wide receivers, you ready? Titus Young, 9 receptions, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's probably his best game of the year, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah. Before that, only 1 other double-digit fantasy point weeks. So can you count on him? But good job. Way to be. You're a hero in week 8. Again, no Broncos. D. Thomas had a good week, but no Bronco. Julio Jones, Michael Crabtree, as I talked about before. Good job. 2 touchdowns each for each of you guys. Eric Decker. Oh, I did it again. I just said a Bronco. Why did they go so crazy on the Saints? I don't get it. New Orleans? It's time to... Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Let's get to your zeros for your wide receivers. You ready? Zeros. This would be those who you were counting on that gave you nothing. Gave you donuts. You know, made you lose a game. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Calvin Johnson. What is going on? Are we concerned with this yet? Madden cursed? I said it. Yeah. I don't know. Last 2 weeks. Terrible. Last 4 weeks, single-digit fantasy points. Low single digits, too. Don't know what's going to happen there. Is that injury really killing you that bad? Come on, man. You're Megatron. Let's do it. Turn it around. He's not even on my team, and I'm cheering for him. Tight ends. Let's talk about, although, tight ends, why even waste our time? You know, you got your same 2 or 3, maybe 4. It's going to give you double-digit points. They're basically a receiver. You got your Gronk, Witten, Graham, sometimes Heath Miller, right? So why even talk about him? I don't know. I don't even want to talk about Gronk, those touchdown celebrations. Monster performance, mind you. He is on my team. But glad I have him. But I don't want to talk about him, okay? So we're done. We're not talking about tight ends anymore. It's just quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. We don't do kickers. And I haven't said this yet, but we're not going to talk defenses either because it's pretty easy to pick defenses. Just add them, drop them, whatever you got to match up. If you don't have one of the top 1 or 2, Chicago, just pick one up every week, okay? Got it? Alright. Anyway, stay tuned, droppin.com. We're going to be doing this every week. A lot of other great information on the site. Hit us up, and I'm out.